Hello everyone. Today we have with us Amarnath Rampratap. He's the Director for Cloud Product Management and Engineering. Amar, welcome. We are going to do this a little bit of chat today around startups, mentoring for startups under the big purview of our program NetApp Accelerator, and bring something home in terms of what motivated you to become a mentor for our startups, and how is NetApp positioned to be a startup mentor as a company as well. So let's just start with a little bit of background to this. What is the mentorship process and value do you think NetApp brings in?
NetApp brings in a value of actually nurturing. But the idea of NetApp participating in an accelerator program, not participating, running an accelerator program is to actually kind of nurture these thoughts. This requires certain directions, right? The idea of the NetApp Accelerator program is to actually kind of nurture these smaller ideas which solve bigger problems and enable and equip these budding entrepreneurs with the right set of resources. It's not just about money all the time. It's not just about technology all the time, but also the mental support that these entrepreneurs and these small startups require to be able to nurture their ideas and actually kind of mature their product into a consumable product for consumers for the benefit of them, right? And that's the whole idea of NetApp kind of contributing to the startup idea itself, mentoring the startup's idea itself. And at NetApp, how I started was with the accelerator program. What I like about this program, let me put it this way, right? Now, it's a very structured program because I don't have to do all the heavy lifting, or the entrepreneur do not need to do the heavy lifting in terms of, hey, funneling those thoughts together and actually kind of segregating those their requirements, and where they need support and help and stuff like that, right? NetApp Accelerator, it has a fantastic program office. We have to be very proud about that because they keep both the startup entrepreneurs and also the mentors on their toes and making sure that we accomplish the objective that we set out from this mentorship program. It's a 90-day journey and it's a very short span of time. There's so much to accomplish. How do we do that?
So how did you get started with mentoring startups?
I started out helping my friends who wanted to be entrepreneurs and fundamentally helping them through the biggest challenge of a startup is the conceptualization of productization, meaning from the whiteboard to actually a real product itself, right? And, so that's where I enabled them to structure their thoughts and ideas in converting the concept into a product itself, and also kind of streamline the processes and the thinking in executing to build that particular product, and also enabled our friends to with the GTM processes and actually taking it to the market, and also associating them and connecting them with their pitches with investors to actually kind of have them invest into their product and the ideas, right? That's how I got started. That was probably around 7 years ago. And I think in the 7 years journey, I've mentored around 12 startups who I'm still in connection with, and I still work with them. And I try to find time to work with these startups. And some have really evolved great and come out really well, and some are still in evolution phase. That's exactly how Accelerator program got me started and excited, and the structure kind of helped me be more impactful on the organization with a very less amount of time.
So you mentored, I think, 3 startups via this program. Can you recall a mentorship that was truly exciting for you? It changed your perspective as well?
In accomplishing what we set out for. And I mentored 3 startups with NetApp Accelerator program. And I'm very happy and proud mentor to say that 2 of those startups, the last 2 cohorts, have actually exited or probably graduated the Accelerator program with an award as a recipient of an award in different categories. Their objective, the company name is Fire Compass, their objective was to actually kind of make the reactive to proactive so that they can actually kind of contain the impact of cost on the companies when you have to actually address a specific situation, right? And the beautiful thing about them was that they wanted to deliver this as a SaaS platform, right? That was very, very creative, very unique. Nobody does that. The second one was most recent one was Data Motive. And they set out to actually solve the data migration problem to initially start with. Then, in course of the Accelerator program, we enabled them to actually kind of go and build a purely, truly SaaS data protection software, not just migration from any cloud to any cloud, or on-prem to any cloud, or any cloud to on-prem, in a 360-degree dimension. So this was the same problem that I saw with these startups also. And then I figured that the perspective that I changed with startups are not actually kind of very different from us. They have the same set of problems alongside actually kind of going and building a business and winning customers, right? That's one perspective that definitely changed for me.
So Amar, most importantly, you are a leader for the public cloud services team in India.
That's right.
Now, from a public cloud services perspective, how do you think this accelerator program helps our startups?
A couple of things, right? One is we are a public cloud product company right now. When we started out, we had a very small portfolio. Today, we have a much larger portfolio, and we have created something called a Spotlight. Part of the accelerator program. This is enabling our startups to actually kind of start leveraging our own products and technologies, and actually kind of enabling them to get started in delivering their services. Sometimes it's about scale, etc., and all that. We created a small package that our startups could actually start using the wide variety of products that we provide in the cloud services for just a simple free of cost. That's from an enablement standpoint. The on-prem infrastructure is completely a platform. That is not the case in the cloud world right now. If you look at it, most of these pieces are actually kind of disconnected silos, and they don't really connect with each other, and it makes it very difficult for end customers in terms of managing their cloud IT infrastructure and delivering their services to their end customers. But how do we connect this and marry these different products and solutions together and actually kind of build an integrated platform for our end customers? But for our objective, it's about data management, right? Data management, data security. We're talking about cloud ops and DevSecOps and SecOps, and the three different verticals from a public cloud services business perspective. And that's the kind of different perspectives that our startups actually bring to us, where we kind of exchange a lot of ideas and stuff like that. There are opportunities for us to actually collaborate, and also opportunities for us to go to market jointly in enabling the customer to solve their bigger problem, because we solve one problem, but actually when we are collectively solving a bigger problem for the customer, that brings a great deal of value for the customer on the table. So that's exactly the advantage and the benefit that I see of NetApp Accelerator program, how it complements back to the public cloud services business.
Thank you. That was very enlightening. Thank you for your time with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.